Today I'm back on the local range, and look what I have for you guys today. This is the FN 509 Tactical. It has the Banish 45 suppressor on the front, manufactured by the Mack Brothers, sold by Silencer Central. I'm not going to tell you a whole lot about the pistol. We'll kind of talk about it a little bit as I'm shooting it, but this is just kind of a live fire test. I'm going to be running 147 grain Federal Syntech. It's synthetic coated. It ships with one 17 round mag and two 24 round Stendos. What are we going to be shooting at? Oh, just a standard fare. Got a couple 3/4 silhouettes, a 12-inch plate, about 15 yards. So let's load it up and have some fun. Like I said, by no means this is not a tabletop review. I don't know all the specs on this, but if you are looking for specs on this, they're all over the internet. This pistol's been out for quite a while. I know a few things about it, but let's run the first mag. Well, I know it does good groups if I shoots good groups if I do my part. I kind of missed a couple there, but at least you got to hear how kind of quiet it is. First thing I'm going to tell you right out of the box, in my opinion, now of all the reviews I've looked at, they said the trigger is amazing. This trigger sucks. It sucks. I have a bunch of hammer fired FNs, and you can't really compare hammer fired versus striker fired. Kind of try to give you a little demo here. It's clear. So what I don't like about it is all that grit. I mean, it's just grit. Tons and tons of grit right up to that wall, and then once you hit the wall, it actually creeps by the wall, and then it breaks. The reset, now look at this reset. Good reset, and then it creeps back on that wall again, and then it breaks. So, I'm not a trigger snob by any means, but this thing is gritty. They said the trigger is 5.5 pounds to 7.7, and I don't really care about the poundage of the trigger. It's just that, oh, that gritty, kind of creepy, I don't know. But I still shot it well, so it has suppressor height night sights on it. They're Trijicon, so they have tritium in them. I really enjoy the suppressor height night sights. Works good. I'm impressed that it ships with Stendos. We'll see if the suppressor stays tight. I always have problems with it staying tight. Whew. Boy, now let me tell you, that suppressor mirage is certainly a thing. I never really experienced too much suppressor mirage, but I can really see it over the top of that suppressor. And it is starting to walk loose a little bit. What else? Oh, it ships with a couple of different returns or springs. One is for really, really low powered ammunition, so it's a weaker spring. The other is for standard loads. And I can kind of tell with this suppressor that it's actually really sluggish. And I can also tell that these screws for the RMR cut are starting to back out. And they say, FN says on their website, that you shouldn't have to use Loctite because there's actually an O-ring under there, and that actually it puts pressure on that RMR kind of cut, and they shouldn't come out, so you shouldn't have to use Loctite. I think they lied. Also, like I said, it's optics ready. It comes with all the plates you'll need for any of your choosings of red dot. Comes with 2 back straps, one's straight, one's flat. The coating is really nice. It's not Cerakote. It's some sort of coating, and it actually embeds into the metal, allowing FN to retain their tolerances on the pistol without having to take a little bit of Cerakote off. All around, for the first mags, I like it. I'm gonna have to pull that Loctite out, Loctite those screws, which I really don't want to do in case I ever want to put an RMR or anything on it down the road. It's holding really nice groups at 15 yards for me being the shot that I am now. I'm gonna be really upset if I shoot this and this plate flies off, so you might see me frisbee this sucker. Let's run one more mag and I'll let you guys get back to your day. Let me know down in the comments if you've ever, what do you think about FN? What do you think about FN pistols? I've always liked FN. I carry FN. This is the F&P, of course. And the trigger on this thing is awesome. So yeah, okay. Please do not let these screws come out of this RMR cut. Okay. I'm gonna shoot one downrange. I know I've missed quite a few times, just so you can hear how quiet it actually is. I just noticed it has a loaded chamber indicator on the side. Now I haven't shot a lot of suppressed 9mm, and I figured that Federal Syntech would have a little less blowback than it does. This thing can get some blowback. I mean, it's not really all that bad. It's not noticeable too much, but as far as like hammer fired versus striker fired, or I don't know what the difference is, ammunition, but I run Wolf or Tula through my 45 FN, and I don't get a lot of that blowback. Oh yeah, we can just bust them headshots all day. Ooh, just tipped it. Ooh. Yeah, I guess I've never noticed suppressor mirage on anything else other than this. I guess that's because the bore axis on the Kriss Vector is a lot lower, so the suppressor sits a lot lower than the sights. Boy, that steel's loud, I tell you what. And I'm having to tighten those screws down. It's the last thing I want to do is lose them. Nice. Retail on this thing is, what, $1,100? So far, I think it's worth it. I mean, I always, like I said, the trigger kind of sucks a little bit, but it might break in. I like the RMR cut because it's cut so low to the bore axis that you can really get a good sight picture. It'll co-witness with your red dot. It comes with this nice thread protector, and it has an O-ring in the thread protector, so it'll stay on when you're shooting. I hate that. Just like this suppressor. I mean, you're constantly trying to, even with thread protectors, sometimes you're trying to keep them tight. Anything else? It's really nice. For the first mag, I really enjoy shooting it. It gets really dirty really quick, suppressed. So once again, leave your comments down in the comment section below if you have any experience with FNs, if you enjoy shooting FNs, because this one's really nice. But the price point, out the door, you're looking at $8.99 at Scheels. So, and I didn't get this at Scheels, luckily. Yeah, these extendos, those are pretty neat. Makes it look really cool. I'm gonna have to put some Loctite on them. And I actually put 4 wraps of Teflon on this barrel before I put the suppressor on. And I don't know if it's the way that the piston threads are cut in the suppressor or just the FN threads where it just does not want to stay tight. Because who in their right mind wants to sit there, shoot 5 rounds, make sure it's tight. Shoot 5 rounds, make sure it's tight. I want to shoot this thing. I want to shoot these 24 rounds plus another 24 rounds and not have to worry about the suppressor coming loose. So Anyway, all right. So final thoughts on the FN 509 Tactical. I keep forgetting that it is a tactical model. For me, after the first 3 mags, I really like the pistol. I don't like that the trigger's so frickin' gritty, but hopefully it'll break in a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. I've always been a fan of FN guns just because of their quality products. I've carried an FN for over 10 years now, and I really like it. Oh, I also want to thank the clothing sponsor for today.
East Texas Outlaws.
Thanks, Cuz, for the shirts. If you want to be on the Beaver team, I suggest you go over to the East Texas Outlaws channel. Tell them that Pre-Dawn Death sent you. So, what do you think? Ooh. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you
Next time